Have you ever felt this strange kind of tiredness? The kind where your body is still functioning, but your soul feels worn out. You wake up, but there's no excitement. You go through the day, but everything feels heavy. You smile, laugh, scroll, talk, but inside you're just drained. Why is this happening? You didn't run a marathon, you didn't fight a war. And yet, why does life feel so exhausting? If you've ever felt this way, like your energy is slowly leaking from within and you can't figure out why, then this video is for you. Because today, we're going to explore 7 Buddhist ways to reclaim your energy and your life. Not through some quick hacks, not through motivation that fades in a day, but through ancient, timeless, proven wisdom that has helped millions rediscover their inner peace and power. But before we dive in, let me ask you something deep. Have you ever asked yourself, what is draining me really? Is it your work? Is it your relationships? Is it your constant overthinking? Or is it simply the way you're living, rushing, pleasing, performing, scrolling, reacting without ever stopping to breathe? The Buddha once said, your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own unguarded thoughts. Let that sink in. You're not just losing energy because of people or problems. You're losing energy because you're fighting battles in your own head every single day. Battles of expectation, battles of anxiety, battles of the past and fears of the future. But what if I told you that you don't have to live like this? That there's a gentler, calmer, wiser way to live, where you protect your energy like a sacred flame, where your peace is no longer negotiable, where your joy doesn't depend on what others do or say, and where you finally feel like you again. Sounds impossible. Well, it's not, because Buddhism has already mapped this path out for us. It teaches us how to live in alignment with ourselves, and how to stop giving our power away to things that don't matter. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you 7 powerful ways from Buddhist wisdom that can help you regain your lost energy, not just mentally, but emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. But before we start, let me share a short story that might feel a little too real. Zen parable, the leaky bucket. Once upon a time, there was a monk who carried water from a faraway stream to the monastery every morning. He had 2 buckets tied to a long pole that he placed over his shoulders, but one of the buckets had a small crack. By the time he reached the monastery, half the water from the cracked bucket had leaked out. This went on for months. One day, the cracked bucket finally spoke to the monk. "I'm so sorry, master," the bucket said. "I feel ashamed that I can't carry all the water like the other bucket. I've failed you." The monk smiled and said, "Look at the path we walk every day. On your side of the trail, flowers are blooming. I scattered seeds along that side months ago, and it's your leaking water that helped them grow." The bucket was stunned. It thought it was broken, but in truth, it was watering life. So what's the lesson? You might feel drained right now. You might feel cracked. But maybe, just maybe, it's time to understand what you're leaking your energy into. Are you watering flowers or feeding weeds? Because you see, energy is not just lost, it's given away. In the sad part, most of us are giving it to people who don't respect it, thoughts that don't deserve it, fears that never even happen, and regrets that can't be changed. You're not tired because you did too much. You're tired because you didn't protect your energy. But what if I told you that you can, and that the first step is awareness? Why you need to watch this till the end? This isn't just a feel-good video. It's not about empty motivation. It's a wake-up call. Because every minute you ignore your inner drain, it grows. Every hour you say yes to things you hate, you die a little inside. Every day you suppress your real emotions to please others. You move further away from yourself. This is why most people feel hollow even when everything looks fine from the outside. But it doesn't have to be this way. By the end of this video, you'll not only know where your energy is leaking, you'll also discover how to reclaim it using Buddhist principles. Principles that monks have used for centuries to stay centered, peaceful and energized even in chaos. So if you're tired of feeling tired, if you're done pretending to be okay while burning out inside, if you're ready to find a deeper calm that no one can steal from you, then stay with me, because what you're about to hear next might just change how you live. Breathe, think, and love yourself. What is draining you? The invisible truth. Let's go deeper for a moment. Science says we get tired from physical exertion, but Buddhism reveals a more subtle truth. It is mental friction, the thoughts we resist, the feelings we suppress, the roles we play that truly exhaust us. Think about it. Arguing in your mind with someone who isn't even there. That's a drain. worrying about a future that hasn't arrived yet. That's a drain, saying yes to things just to be liked while screaming no inside. That's a massive energy leak. And the worst part, these things have become so normal, we don't even notice how much they're costing us. Buddhism teaches that suffering comes not from pain, but from attachment and resistance. You suffer not because life is hard, but because you keep resisting what is and clinging to what's gone. Your energy is being spent in 1,000 directions, and none of them are nourishing you. So what's the solution? We simplify, we go inward, we breathe, we observe, we let go, and that's exactly what you'll learn next. What to expect next? In the next part of this video, we'll dive into 7 transformative Buddhist practices that are simple, powerful, and calming, each one designed to help you stop the energy leaks and recharge your mind, body, and soul in a way that feels light, peaceful, and freeing. These are not theories. These are lived truths from monks, from seekers, from people just like you who felt lost, overwhelmed, and tired of living half a life. And now it's your turn to feel whole again. So breathe with me. Feel the silence between these words. That's your energy returning already. Let's begin. Part 2, the 7 Buddhist ways to reclaim your energy and life. 1. Let go of attachment. In Buddhism, one of the main teachings is the root cause of suffering, attachment. We often associate our happiness with outcomes, achievements, relationships, or external validation. But the more attached we are to the result, the more we suffer when it doesn't go our way. This attachment, even when subtle, slowly drains your energy. Imagine carrying a backpack. In it are all your attachments to success, love, recognition, past hurts, future fears with every step in life. That backpack gets heavier, eventually. You feel too tired to move forward, not because life is too hard, but because you're carrying too much. The Buddha taught, you only lose what you cling to. So how do we release attachment? Practice non-attachment instead of detachment. It doesn't mean you don't care. It means you care without losing yourself. Reflect on impermanence. Everything changes. What you have today might be gone tomorrow, and that's okay. Meditate on the transient nature of thoughts and emotions. Watch them come and go like clouds. When you begin letting go of expectations and clingings, you start conserving energy. You stop leaking emotional power into things you can't control. You become lighter, freer, and more alive. 2. Practice mindful breathing. Your breath is your life force. It's also the most accessible source of peace. In Buddhist practice, anapanasati, mindfulness of breathing, is a cornerstone. When you're overwhelmed, simply focusing on the breath can pull you back to the present moment, where peace lives. Try this. Close your eyes. Inhale slowly. Feel the air enter your nostrils. Feel your chest rise. Now exhale. Feel the release. Do this for 5 minutes, and you'll start to feel your energy shift. Why does it work? It interrupts the constant stream of mental noise. It calms the nervous system. It reconnects you to now, the only moment that actually exists. With consistent practice, mindful breathing becomes a refuge, a place where you refill your energy every time the world feels too much. Remember, your breath is your anchor. Come back to it whenever you drift. 3. Embrace silence and stillness. We live in a world that glorifies noise. From notifications to endless conversations, to the pressure to constantly be productive, silence is rare. But in Buddhist tradition, silence is sacred. It is in silence that truth speaks. It is in stillness that energy is restored. Take time every day to sit in silence. Don't scroll, don't talk, don't even plan. Just sit, listen to the sounds around you. Listen to your heartbeat, feel the space within you. Monks often practice noble silence for days or weeks at a time. Why? Because the constant need to express, argue, or explain drains energy. Silence, on the other hand, preserves it. You don't need to go to a monastery. You just need to create silent moments throughout your day. Disconnect from screens and social media. Practice being with yourself without distractions. In stillness, you begin to hear your own soul again. 4. Be selective with company. The Buddha said, if for company you cannot find a wise and prudent friend, then like a king who leaves a conquered kingdom, or a lone elephant in the forest, it is better to go alone. Not all connections nourish you. Some drain you without you even realizing it. Ever spoken to someone and felt exhausted afterward? That's a sign. In Buddhism, Kalyana Mitra, spiritual friends are valued. These are people who uplift you, remind you of your truth, and walk the path of awareness. Start observing who gives you energy, who takes it away. Then, without judgment or drama, distance yourself from those who constantly pull you into negativity, gossip, or emotional chaos. Protecting your energy also means protecting your space. It's not selfish, it's spiritual self-care. 5. Accept what you can't control. Much of our energy is spent fighting reality. We resist what is, try to change people, rewrite the past, or control outcomes. That resistance is a massive drain. Buddhism teaches acceptance as a gateway to liberation. Peace comes from within, do not seek it without. You can't control everything, but you can choose your response. Practice radical acceptance. When someone disappoints you, acknowledge it, then let it go. When life throws chaos your way, breathe and stay centered. When plans fall apart, trust the unfolding. Acceptance is not weakness, it's inner strength. It means choosing your peace over endless resistance. And the moment you stop wrestling with life, your energy returns. 6. Cultivate gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a nice feeling. It's a powerful energy reset. When you're focused on lack, complaints, or comparison, your mind spirals downward. But gratitude elevates you. It shifts your perspective and unlocks joy. In Buddhist teachings, santosha, contentment, is a state of recognizing the enoughness of this moment. Every morning, write down 3 things you're grateful for. Not big things, small, real ones. A warm cup of tea, a roof over your head, a moment of peace. Gratitude grounds you. It reminds you of what's working instead of what's missing. And in that shift, your energy rises. 7. Serve without expectation. Finally, one of the most powerful energy practices in Buddhism. Selfless service, seva. When you do good without expecting anything in return, you align with your highest self. You dissolve ego, you expand love. Whether it's helping a stranger, listening to someone who needs to talk, or sharing your wisdom online, small acts of kindness rejuvenate your spirit. Karma yoga isn't about big actions, it's about pure intention. Give even if you only have a little. The Buddha. When you serve with love, you stop obsessing about your own problems. You become a channel. Energy flows through you, not just to you. And that's the secret. The more you give from a full heart, the more energy you receive. These 7 Buddhist ways are not meant to be followed perfectly. They are reminders, gentle invitations, to come back to yourself, to protect what is sacred, to reclaim your joy, your power, your peace. You are not broken, you are not too late, you are not beyond repair. You are simply tired, and now you have a path back home. So take one step, choose one practice, begin again. And slowly you'll see, your energy is not gone. It was always within you, waiting to be remembered. So here we are, after walking through the 7 Buddhist ways to reclaim your energy and life. One thing becomes clear. The energy you've been searching for isn't out there. It's not in a cup of coffee, not in people's validation, not in another escape or distraction. It's been within you all along, quietly waiting beneath the noise, beneath the worries, beneath the endless doing. You see, you're not drained because you've done too much. You're drained because you've been disconnected from your own center, your own truth, your own stillness. But now you know the way back, letting go of attachments that only add weight, breathing mindfully and coming back to now, embracing the healing power of silence, protecting your energy like sacred gold, accepting what is instead of fighting what isn't, giving thanks for what's already here, and serving others not from emptiness but from fullness. These aren't just practices, they are invitations to come home to yourself. So I want to ask you something deep, something real. What's one small shift you can make today to stop leaking your energy and start living from peace? Maybe it's saying no to someone. Maybe it's turning off your phone and sitting with your breath. Maybe it's forgiving yourself. Maybe it's simply choosing rest over hustle. Whatever it is, honor it. Because every time you choose stillness over struggle, awareness over autopilot, love over fear, you reclaim a piece of yourself. And when you reclaim yourself, you reclaim your power, your joy, your freedom. Buddhist wisdom isn't about escaping the world. It's about moving through it awake, calm, energized, and deeply rooted in your own presence. So breathe, trust the path, and remember, you are not behind. You are exactly where your soul is meant to awaken. If this message touched something within you, let it grow, revisit it when you need strength, and most importantly, live it, even in small moments. Because the world doesn't need more tired souls. It needs lit-up hearts, and yours is ready to shine again. If this video brought you peace or clarity, consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel, Wisdom of Sparks. Your support helps this community grow and helps more hearts find their way back home. And don't forget, comment below which Buddhist way spoke to you the most today. We read every message, and your words might inspire someone else to heal too.